I must not forget to buy milk on the way home. I must not forget to buy milk on the way home. He's trying to drown his sorrows. He's trying to drown his sorrows. I need to buy a new brush. I need to buy a new brush. Avalanche. Avalanche. Do you have an apple? Do you have an apple? Would he start a war? Would he start a war? I bought new running shoes to participate in a marathon. I bought new running shoes to participate in a marathon. You are allergic to penicillin. You are allergic to penicillin. He gave me a dirty look. He gave me a dirty look. Rarely finished? Rarely finished? What color do you want? What color do you want? He's too upset to talk about it right now. He's too upset to talk about it right now. He still hasn't replied to my email. He still hasn't replied to my email. He could learn to speak Spanish. He could learn to speak Spanish. The room was cleaned by the maid. The room was cleaned by the maid. How much does a loaf of bread cost? How much does a loaf of bread cost? You were the hunter. You were the hunter. Do you want to watch a movie? Do you want to watch a movie? I fill it later. I fill it later. I had finished my homework before my mother came home. I had finished my homework before my mother came home. I'm going to learn to swim this summer, he said to his friend. I'm going to learn to swim this summer, he said to his friend. Aren't you a firefighter 4 centuries later? Aren't you a firefighter 4 centuries later? Were their children lawyers? Were their children lawyers? The team is studying for the basketball game. The team is studying for the basketball game. I don't notice anything in particular about it. I don't notice anything in particular about it. There are no empty seats in the cinema. There are no empty seats in the cinema. Are we invited? Are we invited? Left the house. Left the house. Consuming. Consuming. He's great. He's great. He had a cup of coffee before going to work. He had a cup of coffee before going to work. Is there enough room in the car for everyone? Is there enough room in the car for everyone? Do you have a fever? Do you have a fever? By the end of the year, they will have achieved their goals. By the end of the year, they will have achieved their goals. He joined a choir to pursue his passion for singing. He joined a choir to pursue his passion for singing. Applicant. Applicant. His stepson was a cop. His stepson was a cop. I don't notice anything special about the experience. I don't notice anything special about the experience. My mother will come to us. My mother will come to us. The cake was left in the oven an hour before it was baked. The cake was left in the oven an hour before it was baked. How are you going to work? How are you going to work? My mission. My mission. If it doesn't rain, we'll have a picnic. If it doesn't rain, we'll have a picnic. Had he studied abroad, he would have learned a new language. Had he studied abroad, he would have learned a new language. Easily forgives. Easily forgives. There is a high probability of rain tomorrow. There is a high probability of rain tomorrow. Should rarely be a manager. Should rarely be a manager. Sorry, I didn't fully understand that. Sorry, I didn't fully understand that. Is this product gluten-free, vegan, organic? Is this product gluten-free, vegan, organic? 4. Mary and I are going to the movies. Mary and I are going to the movies. Is there a lost property section? Is there a lost property section? Sarah took a photo of the sunset. Sarah took a photo of the sunset. I have to fast for medical tests. I have to fast for medical tests. To nudge. To nudge. Then we wouldn't be arrested at 2 a.m. Then we wouldn't be arrested at 2 a.m. They had already started the project before I joined the team. They had already started the project before I joined the team. I wish I had more self-confidence. I wish I had more self-confidence. They believe in ghosts. They believe in ghosts. He is not an immediate interviewer. He is not an immediate interviewer. They were not ready for 2 weeks. They were not ready for 2 weeks. The cat is chasing the mouse. The cat is chasing the mouse. Have you been to America before? Have you been to America before? Could you pass me the salt, please? Could you pass me the salt, please? Are their spouses painters? Are their spouses painters? I invite you to a game of chess. I invite you to a game of chess. Can you show me where I can find this product? Can you show me where I can find this product? Can't carry yearly? Can't carry yearly? They stretch at noon. They stretch at noon. Not close. Not close. Will he not analyze next year? Will he not analyze next year? He should have completed the task by now. He should have completed the task by now. He was late for work. He was late for work. I have been married for 10 years. I have been married for 10 years. Will he not serve? Will he not serve? This computer is faster than my old computer. This computer is faster than my old computer. Will they reply every week? Will they reply every week? I didn't see any effect when working with it. I did not see any contribution. I didn't see any effect when working with it. I did not see any contribution. He will learn to play the guitar. He will learn to play the guitar. The car was parked in the garage. The car was parked in the garage. Your mother asked me to take care of you. Your mother asked me to take care of you. If the weather is too hot, we go to the pool. If the weather is too hot, we go to the pool. I can't survive before. I can't survive before. The people involved in the accident were not seriously injured. The people involved in the accident were not seriously injured. I have some questions about this assignment. I have some questions about this assignment. Calm down. Calm down. Working on construction project. Working on construction project. I can tour it. I can tour it. I already sent the email. I already sent the email. I won't go out if it's scary. I won't go out if it's scary. Great query. Great query. Caught a fish in the lake. Caught a fish in the lake. Isn't he a translator after 5 centuries? Isn't he a translator after 5 centuries? He will finish his degree and after that he will start looking for a job. He will finish his degree and after that he will start looking for a job. It connects. It connects. Your neighbor is a partner. Your neighbor is a partner. They visited every state in the USA. They visited every state in the USA. We are cleaning the house. We are cleaning the house. You cannot eat or drink before surgery. You cannot eat or drink before surgery. So it's a tall building. So it's a tall building. Can you please provide an update on this quarter's budget? Can you please provide an update on this quarter's budget? I am allergic to nuts. Is there any food with hazelnuts in it? I am allergic to nuts. Is there any food with hazelnuts in it? See you next time. See you next time. We will be getting ready for our presentation next month. We will be getting ready for our presentation next month. I'm not sure if I'm the best person for you. I'm not sure if I'm the best person for you. The park is crowded. The park is crowded. It may be late due to traffic. It may be late due to traffic. We are looking for before. We are looking for before. They can develop. They can develop. What was that? What was that? Denies it. Denies it. Because I am busy with my job. Because I am busy with my job. Actually, John is a full-stack developer. Actually, John is a full-stack developer. It's so tall it can easily reach the top shelf. It's so tall it can easily reach the top shelf. He always wears a watch. He always wears a watch. He started a business to be his own boss. He started a business to be his own boss. The movie starts at 7. The movie starts at 7. He is too stubborn to admit that he is wrong. He is too stubborn to admit that he is wrong. Should not be discussed often. Should not be discussed often. Have you ever seen a dolphin? Have you ever seen a dolphin? I never saw him again after that. I never saw him again after that. Sentences. Sentences. The aim of the project was to increase customer satisfaction. The aim of the project was to increase customer satisfaction. I'll call you when I get to the station. I'll call you when I get to the station. Appreciated. Appreciated. Which brand of shoes do you prefer? Which brand of shoes do you prefer? When we finally arrived at our destination, we had been driving for hours. When we finally arrived at our destination, we had been driving for hours. Do you want to talk to me now? Do you want to talk to me now? Approximately. Approximately. He won't talk to her until he apologizes. He won't talk to her until he apologizes. The streets were flooded after the storm. The streets were flooded after the storm. Low-fat yogurt. Low-fat yogurt. Different variations. Different variations. I'll be studying in the library at 6 o'clock tonight. I'll be studying in the library at 6 o'clock tonight. This is a clear sky. This is a clear sky. We forget at night. We forget at night. Interesting. Interesting. I've been reading this book for a while. I've been reading this book for a while. We must take a step. We must take a step. Is her mother-in-law a reporter? Is her mother-in-law a reporter? Can't you push it the night before? Can't you push it the night before? He brushes his teeth before going to bed. He brushes his teeth before going to bed. His aunt was a sociologist. His aunt was a sociologist. You could go out with your friends if you had finished your homework. You could go out with your friends if you had finished your homework. I don't go out if it's risky. I don't go out if it's risky. Can they look? Can they look? Can't get married at noon? Can't get married at noon? Will write. Will write. Good morning. How are you today? Good morning. How are you today? Does not develop monthly. Does not develop monthly. We will continue to create more documents. We will continue to create more documents. Didn't I become a tradesman a week ago? Didn't I become a tradesman a week ago? I am very confident in myself. I am very confident in myself. I drink coffee in the morning. I drink coffee in the morning. School. School. The dog is cute. The dog is cute. Had I descended? Had I descended? My sister called me this morning. My sister called me this morning. To be honest. To be honest. Dinner time. Dinner time. This outfit is very stylish. This outfit is very stylish. Earlier I was recovering at 4 a.m. Earlier I was recovering at 4 a.m. We will watch the sunset together. We will watch the sunset together. If you come to school, we'll have dinner together. If you come to school, we'll have dinner together. To consume. To consume. Will he be angling bi-weekly? Will he be angling bi-weekly? Gradually. Gradually. My neighbor is constantly making noise and it's driving me crazy. My neighbor is constantly making noise and it's driving me crazy. Do we have to forget? Do we have to forget? The elephant is the largest land animal. The elephant is the largest land animal. They think I'm out for lunch. They think I'm out for lunch. Don't buy at dusk. Don't buy at dusk. He's not going on vacation, is he? He's not going on vacation, is he? Is her colleague an esthetician? Is her colleague an esthetician? We advertise in the local newspaper. We advertise in the local newspaper. Have you seen a good art exhibition lately? Have you seen a good art exhibition lately? Where can I find cleaning supplies? Where can I find cleaning supplies? I'm going to the airport. I'm going to the airport. Can fly immediately. Can fly immediately. His relatives are lieutenants? His relatives are lieutenants? My brother is smart. My brother is smart. Would you go camping with your family? Would you go camping with your family? Then you can love 4 in the morning. Then you can love 4 in the morning. His grandfather was an inventor. His grandfather was an inventor. I'm afraid that's not quite true. I'm afraid that's not quite true. Pan. Pan. Why did you leave early? Asked. Why did you leave early? Asked. Didn't we recruit at 2 p.m.? Didn't we recruit at 2 p.m.? The suitcase is too heavy for me to carry alone. The suitcase is too heavy for me to carry alone. 2 p.m. Am I not ticked? 2 p.m. Am I not ticked? It looks like it's going to rain. It looks like it's going to rain. We do not fail at sunset. We do not fail at sunset. The bald eagle is the national bird of the United States. The bald eagle is the national bird of the United States. Inconsistency. Inconsistency. If you experience any unusual symptom, would you please inform the nurse? If you experience any unusual symptom, would you please inform the nurse? How can you stay with him? How can you stay with him? Can I borrow your pen for a minute? Can I borrow your pen for a minute? I ate an apple after my father slept. I ate an apple after my father slept. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? Then it shouldn't start. Then it shouldn't start. Should we start the meeting now or wait for a few more people to arrive? Should we start the meeting now or wait for a few more people to arrive? Watching sports is interesting. Watching sports is interesting. Was your neighbor a merchant? Was your neighbor a merchant? They dance gracefully. They dance gracefully. Did you recognize me at 2 o'clock the night before? Did you recognize me at 2 o'clock the night before? We need to go somewhere. We need to go somewhere. He did not study for the exam and failed as a result. He did not study for the exam and failed as a result. Not immersed. Not immersed. Can you swim? Can you swim? He found his keys. He found his keys. Set your goals and create a plan to achieve them. Set your goals and create a plan to achieve them. Do you manage? Do you manage? He did not pay attention to the lesson and, as a result, did not understand the lesson. He did not pay attention to the lesson and, as a result, did not understand the lesson. They still haven't come to the restaurant. They still haven't come to the restaurant. He should have stopped work. He should have stopped work. He seems lost in thought. He seems lost in thought. The doctor will see you soon. The doctor will see you soon. 5 years ago he could have suspected. 5 years ago he could have suspected. I am depressed. I am depressed. I can't believe. I can't believe. He has been playing the piano since childhood. He has been playing the piano since childhood. He decided to stop eating fast food. He decided to stop eating fast food. Our toilets are always clean and full. Our toilets are always clean and full. I have to cut. I have to cut. See you soon. See you soon. He is not close. He is not close. We have traveled to many different countries. We have traveled to many different countries. May not choose later. May not choose later. If he performs well, he will be promoted. If he performs well, he will be promoted. I'm going to the party. I'm going to the party. Must play. Must play. We've known about the party for weeks. We've known about the party for weeks. Were you learning French before you decided to move to Paris? Were you learning French before you decided to move to Paris? He won't stop until he gets what he wants. He won't stop until he gets what he wants. Let's play a cooperative video game. Let's play a cooperative video game. Doesn't he say after a weekend? Doesn't he say after a weekend? The problem was fixed by the IT department. The problem was fixed by the IT department. Had they finished cleaning the house before the guests arrived? Had they finished cleaning the house before the guests arrived? Were his siblings recruiters? Were his siblings recruiters? Angry as a hatter. Angry as a hatter. They had their roof repaired after the storm. They had their roof repaired after the storm. It's raining. It's raining. I don't know how to say it in English. I don't know how to say it in English. Don't we attend every month? Don't we attend every month? You have a lot of work. You have a lot of work. How often does he go shopping? How often does he go shopping? What kind of music do you like? What kind of music do you like? Do you have your insurance card with you? Do you have your insurance card with you? We should call them later, right? We should call them later, right? What's your favorite song? What's your favorite song? How spicy is this dish? How spicy is this dish? Can I have edamame with my meal? Can I have edamame with my meal? She wishes she had followed her childhood dream of becoming an actress. She wishes she had followed her childhood dream of becoming an actress. Basketball players will practice shooting for hours. Basketball players will practice shooting for hours. The hungry children ate the cake. The hungry children ate the cake. If there is traffic on the road, I will be late. If there is traffic on the road, I will be late. He drew a beautiful picture. He drew a beautiful picture. Coffee tastes bitter. Coffee tastes bitter. Can't I defend? Can't I defend? She works on a fashion design project. She works on a fashion design project. Pretty good. Pretty good. Was it 5 inspectors the previous morning? Was it 5 inspectors the previous morning? Doctors will watch patients all night. Doctors will watch patients all night. Answer the phone when it rings. Answer the phone when it rings. The movie we watched last night was a thriller. The movie we watched last night was a thriller. Can it go after 1 month? Can it go after 1 month? I will be working on my new project next week. I will be working on my new project next week. What time do you usually wake up? What time do you usually wake up? Rarely can he not own a house? Rarely can he not own a house? Did it hide at noon? Did it hide at noon? It's a breeze. It's a breeze. Do you ever eat takeaways? Do you ever eat takeaways? Very rarely. Very rarely. Can we go ashore every day? Can we go ashore every day? Please speak, I can't hear you. Please speak, I can't hear you. Can't meet at noon. Can't meet at noon. Is there any food or drink you really miss when you're away from home? Is there any food or drink you really miss when you're away from home? Don't you include at night time? Don't you include at night time? The cat licked itself clean. The cat licked itself clean. What day will be tomorrow? What day will be tomorrow? I'm 34 years old. I'm 34 years old. You will have pizza for dinner. You will have pizza for dinner. You must wear a helmet when riding a motorcycle. You must wear a helmet when riding a motorcycle. Your grandfather is a singer. Your grandfather is a singer. I shouldn't have been arrested earlier. I shouldn't have been arrested earlier. Ambitious. Ambitious. It should be tied next year. It should be tied next year. Am I going to school? Am I going to school? He wants to try rock climbing. He wants to try rock climbing. Can you tell me when the next bus will arrive? Can you tell me when the next bus will arrive? If he buys a ticket, he can enter the concert. If he buys a ticket, he can enter the concert. The report also advises educators and other adults working with children and adolescents to be aware of the potential impact of social media on young people and to provide support as needed. The report also advises educators and other adults working with children and adolescents to be aware of the potential impact of social media on young people and to provide support as needed. The sun shines brightly in the morning. The sun shines brightly in the morning. You will have a great time at the party. You will have a great time at the party. How can I go there? How can I go there? His stepmother is an air traffic controller. His stepmother is an air traffic controller. Can you prepare 1 week in advance? Can you prepare 1 week in advance? Don't we normally protect? Don't we normally protect? We will always be together. We will always be together. Can we add? Can we add? We were baking cookies when we realized we had run out of flour. We were baking cookies when we realized we had run out of flour. Can you please get your back? Can you please get your back? He's late for the airport. He's late for the airport. To faint. To faint. Relatives are advisors. Relatives are advisors. Was it noticed? Was it noticed? I love this show. I love this show. I will teach you English with Mr. Tandy. I will teach you English with Mr. Tandy. I don't watch horror movies. I don't watch horror movies. This is great. This is great. Should not recognize. Should not recognize. If you need money, I can lend you money. If you need money, I can lend you money. Is her stepdad a surgeon? Is her stepdad a surgeon? Time interval. Time interval. I'm a stay-at-home dad. I'm a stay-at-home dad. His uncles were golfers. His uncles were golfers. If it snowed, we would go skiing. If it snowed, we would go skiing. Will you pick me up from the airport? Will you pick me up from the airport? Property is something someone owns. Property is something someone owns. Avoid strenuous activities for the next few days. Avoid strenuous activities for the next few days. I was a little sick last night. I was a little sick last night. Do you have a loyalty card? Do you have a loyalty card? This arcade game is great fun. This arcade game is great fun. You will be in control of your life. You will be in control of your life. In 2 seconds, I'm a meteorologist. In 2 seconds, I'm a meteorologist. I could smell the flowers in the garden. I could smell the flowers in the garden. As soon as possible. As soon as possible. We enjoy visiting museums. We enjoy visiting museums. He not only speaks Spanish, but also knows sign language. He not only speaks Spanish, but also knows sign language. My father drives a blue car. My father drives a blue car. She was dancing in front of the mirror to her favorite song. She was dancing in front of the mirror to her favorite song. We all. Breakfast is served from 7 a.m. Breakfast is served from 7 a.m. Shouldn't they notice yearly? Shouldn't they notice yearly? When the dog is happy, it wags its tail. When the dog is happy, it wags its tail. Your cousins were rowers. Your cousins were rowers. I'm not a noon forensic scientist. I'm not a noon forensic scientist. They hate doing laundry. They hate doing laundry. Have you seen the latest news? Have you seen the latest news? I like your brother. I like your brother. If they invited me, I would join the party. If they invited me, I would join the party. Everyone was excited for the concert. Everyone was excited for the concert. What is the best way to get to the beach from here? What is the best way to get to the beach from here? We like to take walks, they said. We like to take walks, they said. Programmed. They painted their house and it looks brand new. They painted their house and it looks brand new. You must not suffer. You must not suffer. Can you provide the necessary support? Can you provide the necessary support? They started a recycling program to protect the environment. They started a recycling program to protect the environment. John fell to the ground quickly in the garden 2 days ago. John fell to the ground quickly in the garden 2 days ago. By the time you get here, I will have finished my exam. By the time you get here, I will have finished my exam. Meeting room. I judge 10 years. I judge 10 years. I'll probably look into their eyes when I talk to them. I'll probably look into their eyes when I talk to them. Will you close after a weekend? Will you close after a weekend? He runs fast. He runs fast. What is the purpose of your trip? What is the purpose of your trip? His mother was a firefighter. His mother was a firefighter. You must answer me during your vacation. You must answer me during your vacation. The package is too large to fit in the mailbox. The package is too large to fit in the mailbox. They moved to a new city last year. They moved to a new city last year. Can you show me how to say this in Spanish? Can you show me how to say this in Spanish? Not hit? Not hit? I haven't played for 2 weeks. I haven't played for 2 weeks. You don't surround yourself. You don't surround yourself. Do you have anything to declare? Do you have anything to declare? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You should have read the book before watching the movie. You should have read the book before watching the movie. When we got to the cinema, the movie had already started. When we got to the cinema, the movie had already started. Sometimes he was a pharmacist. Sometimes he was a pharmacist. The football match ended in a draw. The football match ended in a draw. We should have saved more money for the holidays. We should have saved more money for the holidays. They'll be visiting their grandparents next weekend. They'll be visiting their grandparents next weekend. We'll create it in a minute. We'll create it in a minute. When do you like to go to the museum? When do you like to go to the museum? Then it may not explode at 2 a.m. Then it may not explode at 2 a.m. Bought a new laptop to work more efficiently. Bought a new laptop to work more efficiently. How often do you watch movies? How often do you watch movies? I have a pain in my chest. I have a pain in my chest. My stepson is a scavenger. My stepson is a scavenger. I remove. I remove. Did you drape at noon? Did you drape at noon? They will have booked their plane by tomorrow evening. They will have booked their plane by tomorrow evening. I accept your offer. I accept your offer. Accident. Accident. How many glasses are in the kitchen cabinet? How many glasses are in the kitchen cabinet? Can I use my smart card for transactions? Can I use my smart card for transactions? Can I have a glass of water, please? Can I have a glass of water, please? Didn't I play before? Didn't I play before? Supposedly, a new restaurant is opening in town next month. Supposedly, a new restaurant is opening in town next month. Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable? Can you help me with the dishes? Can you help me with the dishes? Didn't they do a manicure at noon? Didn't they do a manicure at noon? The students had already left the classroom when the teacher entered. The students had already left the classroom when the teacher entered. This is a cup of hot tea. This is a cup of hot tea. We are against the new development proposal. We are against the new development proposal. Trustworthy. Trustworthy. Does it suppress? Does it suppress? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What a beautiful song. What a beautiful song. His friends are self-employed. His friends are self-employed. What is the meaning of this word? What is the meaning of this word? The package was wrapped in gift paper. The package was wrapped in gift paper. Do you like sweet or salty more? Do you like sweet or salty more? Can you lend me some money? Asked. Can you lend me some money? Asked. I will do my homework tonight. I will do my homework tonight. Will they invite us to their parties? Will they invite us to their parties? I just learned to drive. I have to be careful in traffic. I just learned to drive. I have to be careful in traffic. I can't touch my nose with my elbow. I can't touch my nose with my elbow. The new product was launched last week. The new product was launched last week. Took charge 1 day ago. Took charge 1 day ago. Within 2 days. Within 2 days. Can we extend it in 4 minutes? Can we extend it in 4 minutes? I plan to study tonight. I plan to study tonight. Can you please repeat it? Can you please repeat it? It's hot outside. It's hot outside. Didn't you set a monthly limit? Didn't you set a monthly limit? Will it continue? Will it continue? We are going to the movies. We are going to the movies. Fill out this form. Fill out this form. Was our stepdad a mechanic? Was our stepdad a mechanic? I spend all weekend with my sons. I spend all weekend with my sons. Into. The question was asked by the student. The question was asked by the student. Worried every now and then? Worried every now and then? You are actually the same person as where you requested the meeting. You are actually the same person as where you requested the meeting. Which part of the symbol tells you that a sound is long? Which part of the symbol tells you that a sound is long? Be reliable and responsible to yourself and others. Be reliable and responsible to yourself and others. Is her stepdaughter a potter? Is her stepdaughter a potter? How many people are in the cinema? How many people are in the cinema? Can you check in one afternoon? Can you check in one afternoon? It's raining cats and dogs. It's raining cats and dogs. Your colleague is an optician. Your colleague is an optician. The book is too complex for me to understand. The book is too complex for me to understand. His story is questionable. His story is questionable. I am thinking of starting a new diet. I am thinking of starting a new diet. Not comment? Not comment? Would watch at noon. Would watch at noon. I arrive home at 3. I arrive home at 3. I decided to buy the designer dress even though it was expensive. I decided to buy the designer dress even though it was expensive. How to prepare shrimp tacos. How to prepare shrimp tacos. Did he often write lyrics? Did he often write lyrics? We also serve beer and wine. We also serve beer and wine. He couldn't find the keys to his house. He couldn't find the keys to his house. Can I have a shot of espresso after dinner? Can I have a shot of espresso after dinner? Dependence. Dependence. They have to learn English for their job. They have to learn English for their job. If yes, have you had any problems with it? If yes, have you had any problems with it? I want to sell you this watch. I want to sell you this watch. Coffee spills on the floor. Coffee spills on the floor. She wants to learn to paint. She wants to learn to paint. I will not eat even though I am hungry. I will not eat even though I am hungry. I don't feel normal. I don't feel normal. They build a sand castle on the beach. They build a sand castle on the beach. We are having dinner. We are having dinner. His mother is an agent. His mother is an agent. I always carry a pocket knife with me. I always carry a pocket knife with me. The extra fit and fair guy is my favorite. The extra fit and fair guy is my favorite. How was your morning? How was your morning? The book was thicker than I expected. The book was thicker than I expected. I'm sorry. Can you please say that again? I'm sorry. Can you please say that again? Should not be supported. should not be supported. We're doing architecture right now. We're doing architecture right now. Is your stepdaughter a bailiff? Is your stepdaughter a bailiff? Shouldn't you give permission? Shouldn't you give permission? I will be here to answer all your questions. I will be here to answer all your questions. Was his half-brother a barber? Was his half-brother a barber? Does not have enough information to solve the problem. Does not have enough information to solve the problem. I'm going to buy a new car next week. I'm going to buy a new car next week. Don't they force? Don't they force? I have reservations about the safety of that roller coaster. I have reservations about the safety of that roller coaster. If you want, I will go to school. If you want, I will go to school. I think you have a plan. I think you have a plan. He has great talent. He has great talent. Oh how one. Oh how one. We doubt his intentions. We doubt his intentions. If I had known, I would have brought an umbrella. If I had known, I would have brought an umbrella. We'll meet at the restaurant, right? We'll meet at the restaurant, right? I will make some tea. I will make some tea. He's watching. He's watching. I have a cough for 3 weeks. I have a cough for 3 weeks. Should not object. Should not object. He doesn't design a car right away. He doesn't design a car right away. He didn't force it 3 hours ago. He didn't force it 3 hours ago. Didn't we love 2 weeks? Didn't we love 2 weeks? Citizens were asked to provide identification at the ballot box. Citizens were asked to provide identification at the ballot box. Impatient. Impatient. Should not exist. Should not exist. Expiration date. Expiration date. You sit too close to the television. You sit too close to the television. We listen to music in the car. We listen to music in the car. His half-sisters were messengers. His half-sisters were messengers. I have a cough. I have a cough. They will soon be able to make a decision. They will soon be able to make a decision. It doesn't suggest anything. It doesn't suggest anything. Your colleague is the postman. Your colleague is the postman. I read an interesting article about the benefits of mindfulness. I read an interesting article about the benefits of mindfulness. The sun will shine brightly in the morning. The sun will shine brightly in the morning. Insufficient. Insufficient. The dragon spewed fire. The dragon spewed fire.